Guy shows up to play pool and he's got his own cue.
Yeah.
And he screws it together and shit and takes it out of its case like an asshole. And then you got the fucking guy who like has his own ball.
Right.
Like takes it out of his little bag and shit.
Yeah.
If you had a foosball hall, like the guy who brings his own guys.
I was thinking you were going that.
Yeah, like brings his own little fucking guys. Like, excuse me, I got this. Let me screw these.
Let me hear you say Crux, yeah. Crux, yeah. Let me hear you say Crux, yeah. Crux, yeah. Crux, yeah podcast.
Crux proper.
Crux, yeah.
Crux,
What's going on, dude?
Let me hear you say. Oh,
fucking yeah, dude. I've had a couple guests, like a couple people come over.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Hey, so are we gonna? When do we start playing the music, bro? Are you gonna start playing it?" And I'm like, "Oh no, I just added it in post. I added it in after, dude."
that's funny.
Yeah, some people are like, "Fucking, we're gonna play it like right here. We're gonna play it live." So it's not gonna happen.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I guess we could. It'd be fucking weird. But yeah, dude, it's good to see you, Kyle Roberts.
Here he is, dude. Rising
Here he
star.
is, the fastest rising star in the Dallas comedy scene. Oh man, yeah. Thanks for making the trip out here, dude.
Of course.
I know it's a little bit of ways from your place.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, fucking so like, you know, Wednesday when I went and did pop up.
Yeah.
It was cool because like I don't think I told you I did that like that bar show out here like south of Fort Worth last weekend, and there was this guy. Did I tell you about the guy that talked to me after?
No.
There was a dude that was like, "Hey, just to let you know, you ain't got to do that PC bullshit out here next time you come out here." And I was like, he's like, "You can let it all out. We don't give a fuck out here." And I was like, what does that even mean, dude? I don't even want to know how far I can go, dude. So then when I was like at the pop-up thing, like it's basically like a black room, right? It's like I was like the only white dude in there. And like I got to like talk about, like riff on that a little bit. I told that story on stage. They thought it was funny. And I was like, yeah, I didn't do any like KKK jokes because I thought maybe there were some members there, you know? Right. So like it was kind of cool. That was like one of the first times I got to like riff on that shit. So that was funny, man. But
do you expect you to drop
what?
Do you expect you to drop a certain word?
The guy at the bar?
Yeah.
I got no idea what he expected, dude. I have no fucking idea. But yeah, man, interesting times, dude. But yeah, what's been going on?
I mean, I've been on a good run here, I feel like. Yeah.
What do you mean, like comedy wise?
Yeah. I mean, not like, okay, I'm not like I'm getting booked everywhere, you know, but like I'm having.
You are, dude. You're getting booked everywhere, dude.
Everywhere.
Just left and right, dude. Everybody wants to book you.
I hope so. I don't know. I don't hear people talking about me, booking me, but
yeah.
I see other people. Okay, it's funny when you see, I don't know if this is a tangent. You see people now, like everyone's got to have like their poster with their upcoming dates. And I'm like, like it makes sense if it's like a headliner where it's like saying different cities. Like, oh, it's Mark Norman. He's playing in Dallas. Let me get that. But like an open micer, you know?
Yeah.
It's playing a few bar shows. Like that's purely vanity, right?
Yeah. It's like, hey, I'll be here. I mean, I get it maybe if you're doing a couple that are out of state and all that shit. And I get that's like common practice, you know? But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know at what point I'd have those up. I don't know.
I had an idea to make one, but it's just like the open mics I'm going to.
Yeah.
Like Monday, Buzzfruit, whatever. Tuesday, shitty open mic.
That'd be funny.
Wednesday, wanna quit, but decide to go.
That'd be so funny.
Yeah.
That'd be great, dude. So, yeah, man, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know at what point, like I'll make any of those. But
yeah, well, it's hard to have just one.
Yeah.
I have big font for my one upcoming show.
Yeah, I've
got two, actually.
You didn't go to the Big J show, right?
No, I should have gone. I thought you went Friday.
I went Friday late show. Yeah,
because I was planning. My assumption was I was gonna have something to do that day, but I didn't really. So that was kind of like a wasted chance there, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I'm literally a mile away from Madison Improv, so like.
Yeah, you live right there, dude.
Yeah.
It's a fucking trek for me.
Yeah, I can imagine. I kind of did that on purpose, like moved to somewhere where it was like centrally located.
That's a good move, man. A lot of people do that.
Yeah.
A lot of people do that. So they can get to either city really quickly.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking about that earlier. I'm like, I think like this last like 7 or 8 months, I've tried to like make all my decisions. I decided like I really want to do comedy, so I've tried to make all like my life decisions around that. So like before I was working nights, but like I got a day job for comedy, which is kind of like weird, but like I got a day job so I could have all my nights free. I moved to somewhere closer because I was living out in like Rowlett, which is like east of Dallas.
Damn, you lived out there?
Yeah, and it's like there's literally no mics there.
Oh, yeah, make sure you're like constantly like talking into the.
Okay, was I?
Yeah, that's good.
All right.
You're getting a little excited.
I'm sorry.
I'm just keeping you on track.
Yeah,
that's okay. That's cool.
So passionate.
Just letting you know,
through.
Dude, you are the most outspoken, like overbearing, passionate guy I've ever met, dude. I told my wife before you came out, I'm like, dude, this guy, fuck, man.
When you see me on a show, you pay for the full seat, but you're only going to use the edge.
Did you come up with that, or is that a thing?
No, it's like some like stupid thing. Like
I never heard that.
I think they use it to like like back in the day to promote like demolition derbies or like truck shows.
Yeah, you're only gonna use the edge of your seat. That's awesome, dude. I like that shit. That's fucking cool, bro.
Yeah,
I like it. I like that one time when you went up at Dallas Comedy Club. You're like, "What's up?" Yeah. And you're like, it's not my style.
Right. I've tried to maintain. It's because Comedy Arena. This is a place in McKinney.
Yeah.
Where like
Comedy Arena.
Yeah. Sometimes the mics are good, but then there's been a lot of times where it's just comics. And I'm like, these people know all my stuff. I gotta try something, experiment. And so like that was my thing, to like go out and scream and run on the stage and like play this character, like high energy Kyle, Chad Kyle, whatever, guy that gets pussy.
Yeah, exactly.
Not that I don't in real life, but
that'd be a cool character to develop. That'd be like your Dice.
I have like 2 jokes for it, and then it's like, okay, I ran out of energy and I ran out of it.
It's like your Dice Clay, dude.
Yeah. But one time, well, this is pretty recently, I think, I actually ran up in there, and like the first thing I did was like slam the microphone or the mic stand, and like it bent a little bit, and I was trying to play it off, but like it didn't totally bend the mic stand like right away, but it kept getting worse. Like when each comic came up, it started bending a little bit more. Like by the end, the mic stand was like a right angle.
Oh shit.
I was like, I thought they were gonna make me like pay for it or whatever, but yeah, I am pretty extreme. I broke that. I don't give a fuck about the mic stands or any of their equipment.
Yeah, that's a good way. That's a good reputation to build for clubs, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you have no respect for the equipment. You have no respect for the stage. Right. I think that's really, it's kind of like, you treat them like shit and they keep coming back to you.
Right.
Kind of thing. Like, I think it's a good tactic, dude.
My strategy with women too.
Yeah, that's good, dude. Beat them. Right? Beat them. Dude, that's the thing my wife always says that I have with cats. Like, I don't care about cats. I don't really like cats that much, but my wife loves cats, and she's always like, throughout the time we've been together, like she's always periodically tried to get cats, or she'll cat sit or like rescue a cat temporarily until we can find like a home. And every time, dude, I paid no attention to the cat. I leave the cat the hell alone. I have no interest in the cat. Right. Every cat fucking loves me, dude, because I'm just totally not trying to have anything to do with them.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm like the cat whisperer. Yeah. Like emotionally abuse the cat by like just neglect, and they just like flock to me, dude. It's so weird.
Yeah, I think
so
my
weird.
Mom raised me like a cat. Then
what made you shit in a box?
Yeah. No, my parents were loving and supportive. But yeah, I was trying to get something.
It's like a cat.
Really
So, dude, you did a podcast earlier this week or last week or something with the great Stanktoe.
Stanktoe, yeah, and Ryan Shover.
I don't know that dude, but obviously Stanktoe's a good friend of mine. He's been on the podcast, Yeah,
no, he's a cool dude. We're not like totally in sync as far as like, styles or communication. You
guys have pretty opposite personalities for sure. That's why I brought it up, dude, because that must have been interesting. You're like, dude, it was tough getting a word in edgewise,
right.
dude.
I was like, every time I thought I had like, oh, this is my opportunity to jump in, then it was like more of him. Which is funny. It was probably better. Maybe it was better for the podcast that he was acting a fool. Because maybe me and Ryan by ourselves were probably not the most dynamic, energetic people.
Is that guy pretty low key or what?
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, it was cool. This is my third podcast of the week, I guess.
Damn, dude.
Me and Brett did
doing the fucking tour. Oh yeah, because you and Brett fucking did like
the Estrogen Boys podcast, which has never been released.
Is that what you guys call it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that one's too hot for. It's too hot.
The airwaves, the internet.
Spotify, yeah.
Too hot for the internet.
Neil Young doesn't like that one. He wants it taken off.
Fucking Neil Young, dude. What's that guy thinking, dude? What an
I
idiot.
know.
Like you're gonna put yourself up against Spotify's like biggest money making show.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I don't get why does he think he has the leverage now in his career. They're like, oh shit, Neil Young's out. Who's gonna be out next?
My guess, I could be totally wrong. Obviously, I'm not there. I don't know him. But my thing is probably he's like older and he has these beliefs and he probably has like a management team or like people that are like, you could totally do that or you should totally do that or whatever.
Yeah.
He's also kind of crazy, so he might have just come up with it on his own and people were like, no, that's not a good idea, dude. Like, don't do that. You're not gonna win. He's like, no, I'm gonna do it. And they're like, fucking nah, dude, don't do it. I'm gonna do it anyway.
I can't even think of one Neil Young song.
Southern Man, Keep on Rocking in the Free World. Keep on rocking in the free world. That's Neil Young.
All right.
He was also part of Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, and they had a bunch of hits. I can't think of the names of any of them off the top of my head. They were really big.
Okay.
My dad was really into that.
Okay.
Yeah. But fuck that guy.
Were any of these songs after 1974?
I don't know, man. I can't remember the years they came out. They definitely were in that era, though, for sure. They're older. For sure, man.
I don't know.
What do you I feel like you're like trying to think of something, man. You can't think of anything.
No,
it's all good, dude. It's cool. We're just here talking, man. We're just here talking. Fucking
how's the editing process?
What do I do?
Yeah,
like you're asking me what I do with editing.
Yeah,
I don't. You mean do I cut things out or anything?
Yeah,
nothing.
Oh, fuck.
Nothing. It's all completely unfiltered, bro. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Like I just do it from beginning to end. The only things I cut out obviously is when I'm setting up and we're turning on the cameras and I sit down, and then when we get up, what I'm thinking about doing going forward, I haven't done this yet, but I think it would be kind of a cool production idea, is like, for the video. So normally I'm not doing it for this episode because I don't have my other phone on me because I had to return it. And then I'm going to have the other phone. I'm getting the other phone back, but I'll probably eventually get a third camera to do the third like overhead angle. But normally I have a phone that I can do the overhead angle with. But now that I got to control like the TV so we can watch clips and all that shit, I have to do that with my phone so I can screen mirror it. So I don't have that other overhead phone. But anyway, on the overhead angle, right, on the overhead camera angle, at the end of the show, be like, all right, like see you later, and then have the light like the dim. Like the effect, like dim the light down and have the overhead angle as we like get up and talk or whatever, and start taking shit down, whatever, wrap up after the show's already over, and have just like the music play while that's going on. You know what I mean? In post. I think that'd be pretty sick because it's kind of like just get shut down, play the shit.
Yeah.
I think it'd be pretty cool. But instead, I've just been doing the ending animation that I have, like visually, that goes along with the song. So, but yeah, man, no, dude, it's all raw and completely unfiltered, man. I got some shit we can talk about. Normally I kind of like shoot the shit and catch up with people and talk, but you are one of the comedians, like you're one of the small handful of comedians that I see so fucking much. We're pretty caught up. Like Stankto, that was the first time that I'll see him in passing at like different mics and shit, but I don't, talk to him at length a lot anymore because like I go to Dallas so much now, and he's like I think more so on the Fort Worth side, so we're catching up because I hadn't really talked to him in a while, and then like that goes the same for a lot of my other like comedian friends. But yeah, like we see each other like a fucking Backdoor, we see each other like at hyenas, see each other at DCCs, and like all the fucking time.
Yeah, we basically overlap a lot.
Yeah,
and like Backdoor, you're always outside, I'm always outside. We're fending off the crazy people, just trying to have our own conversation.
I don't know why, dude. I don't know why there's an excessive amount of crazies at that mic.
It doesn't really make sense. Do you think that would be because it's like the only clean mic?
Yeah, it's clean. It's kind of out there. Like, it's like not near anything else.
It's just like some random strip mall, like in a normal ass suburb. You don't.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Like it's in the heart of
Yeah, it's really crazy.
Yeah.
It's really crazy, man. Well, yeah, anybody, I want to thank all the new listeners for tuning in. Like, if you're listening to this new episode right now, got a lot of new listeners that are local to the Dallas-Fort Worth area where we're coming at you live out of Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas. And thank you so much, man. I see everybody tuning in and listening in the numbers and all that. So thanks everybody that's new, and thanks everybody that's already listening. Really appreciate it. I want to say, like, if you haven't checked it out yet, I've mentioned this on the last couple episodes, but I do have, like, this whole year, like starting in 2022, I have all the video with multicam functioning. So if you listen on Spotify or Apple, wherever you listen, that's great. I mean, I see you all listening and appreciate it. But if you do want to check out the video, everything is up on YouTube. You just look up Crux, or Google, or look up Crux Crawford. You'll find the podcast. You can watch all the episodes there and listen to them. And you can see the clips that we talk about if you want to see what we're talking about. If you just want to go ahead and keep listening where you're listening, that's fine too. And then go ahead, reach out to me, man. Send me clips. I can't find everything on the big wide internet, obviously. So feel free to send that to cruxcrawford@gmail.com, or you can, Instagram me, TikTok me at Crux Crawford. It's my first and last name. I got, luckily I got a unique name, so I don't need to do like one or like it's Crux Crawford or Crux Crawford comedy or, anything like that. Crux sucks. I hear that every week. I hear that every time I perform. I get heckled with that every week. Yeah.
I get it started.
Dude, what I might do in the future, like down the road, like if I get like a weekly show at one of the clubs someday, like a while from now, that might be cool. Like if we do like a crowd, like a weekly crowd work show, or like a fucking weekly show and call it Crux Sucks. That might be cool. That might be cool.
Would it be like a pro heckling show?
But it could be a heckling show, and I could have like a rotating group of comedians, or like my other comedians that come on every week, different people. Yeah. And like I could host it or something, and everybody could do spots or something. I think it'd be pretty cool.
Hell
yeah. And call it Crux Sucks. Because it could be it could be either a crowd work or a heckle, or it could be two ways, like an encouraged heckle and then a crowd work on top of that,
Mosh pit.
Fucking mosh pit, dude. Bring knives, bring weapons. Weapons are welcome, Hell
yeah. Need to, like I said, I'm an edgy comic, So
you are, dude. Very edgy, very dangerous, dude. I know for those of you listening, you can't see it, but there's actually a lot of security here tonight at the Crux spot, man. At the Crux studio. We've got a lot of fucking security. It's even more than when Obama did Mark Maron's podcast, bro. Even more security than that. Even more than that, dude.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
Don't know, I'm from the hood, Newport Beach, California.
Dude, that's rough. If you don't know, man, that's a very rough area, bro. Yeah, sometimes just that Starbucks line is so fucking long. It goes all the way out of the fucking driveway, dude. It's crazy.
Hell yeah.
It's crazy. Were you on the debate with I was actually just talking about this with Michael, the last guy that was on. So he's from here. He's a Texan. What do you think about, I know we've talked about this, but I can't remember what you said, like In-N-Out versus Whataburger?
I'm a strong proponent in In-N-Out over
You're
Whataburger.
a big In-N-Out guy.
Yeah. Well, here's my thing.
What is it?
Well, obviously, I'm sure you talked about this too. It's not apples to apples.
It's different.
Because the Whataburger has such a bigger menu.
Yeah.
That being said, I mean, if you talk strictly burgers, I think In-N-Out has a beat. Also, Whataburger, this is my personal thing. Like, I have a lot of, like, weird, like food aversions. Like, I don't like things that, like, I know people like the patty melt and there's, like, ranch stuff, and all that stuff is, like, gross to me. So there's most things at Whataburger that aren't just the hamburger I don't really like. And the hamburger itself is, like, okay, but I feel like the bun is, like, soggy and too big. Like, the one thing I'll get there is, like, a hamburger. I'll put jalapenos and bacon. I'll put, like, barbecue sauce on it.
Yeah.
Do I have a burger? I feel like I do.
No.
Okay. No.
By the way, every Texan in here wants to kill you right now. That's hearing you say this shit.
But I don't know. I know they serve, like, taquitos and all this other shit. I just feel like there's, like, their chicken tenders, nothing. I've never had a reason to go. The only time I've been to Whataburger recently is because there's nothing else open around Addison, Carrollton, where I live. Another problem is the excessively long time it takes to order. Or
It takes a long time?
Doesn't take. I didn't mean order. I mean like it takes like 45 minutes. If there's like 3 cars, it's like 45 minutes. Is that an exaggeration? Probably. Let's say 7 cars, 45 minutes. Compared to In-N-Out is like expedited, like Chick-fil-A. But I think fries, In-N-Out, burger, In-N-Out. That's all what In-N-Out is, but
yeah, it's a different thing. It's a different thing, man. And everybody, folks who don't know, those are both pretty well known, and they have In-N-Outs in Texas and all that shit. But like, I didn't know, like, so whatever. Yeah, I mean, I feel like the burgers are bigger. You get more food. It's a more expansive menu, so you got a lot of different options. They do breakfast, they do, but like In-N-Out, it's their whole thing is we do a very short, simple menu. Like we got 3 things, and then we do them these ways and all that stuff. But I don't know, dude. I personally like whatever because I feel like it's like just like a better value. But that could also just be because it's newer for me. Like it's newer and shiny.
Right.
And I want something different, and it is different. And like California has such a bad taste in my mouth right now because of fucking the way it is with COVID and shit like that. So, I might just be on some fuck everything from California thing right now. Some kind of weird kick like that, So who knows? That might change over time. But yeah, dude, what do you think about, I was asking, I forget, I talked about this a couple episodes ago, but I can't remember specifically who it was. What do you think about the surprise friend inclusion, like the surprise friend show up? Like when someone goes like, hey man, like let's say I was like, hey Kyle, you want to come and do my podcast?
Yeah.
And then you're like, yeah, sure. You would obviously assume it's probably just gonna be like you and me and like whoever's at my house, but like in terms of who's like hanging out and actually doing the podcast, it's just gonna be you and me, right? But then if you showed up and all of a sudden I'm like, yeah, this is Mel, this is my friend Mel, and then he's just like, hey, what's up, man? Like the surprise fucking thing. What are your thoughts on that? Because the reason why I'm asking you is because I had this friend that would do that to me many times, man. Like he'd be like, hey man, what's up, you want to go play some golf? Hey, you want to go get something to eat? You want to get some dinner? And then I'd show up and then he'd be like, yeah, this is Jack, or like whoever the fuck,
right?
And you're like, oh, okay. So it throws you off. Eating is not a big deal because you're sitting down, you're having a conversation, you're eating dinner. But he did that to me when we played golf,
right?
And that's a long fucking endeavor, dude. And on top of that, I suck at golf. I think it's fun. I have a great time when I play, but I'm horrible, right?
Yeah.
And he brought another dude that he did the surprise friend show up thing to me with. And the guy was good like him. They're both really good.
Oh,
so I'm fucking holding him up. Yeah. And the guy looks, and the guy's looking at me like annoyed, like, like fucking this guy. Like, and I'm like, no, you're the guy, dude. You're the guy that's not supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be here. I know I suck at golf, but I'm supposed to be here.
Well, did he surprise friend?
I don't know.
Friend with you? Or?
He probably did based on how he did it to me. That's so fucking weird, dude.
I'm very like introverted. So that was like, the idea of having to meet a whole new person and like try to bridge the conversation, that sounds pretty bad to me.
Yeah.
I don't go for that.
Like, I think if I were in his shoes, I go, hey, by the way, man, I'm thinking about inviting this guy. Do you care? At least something. Or like, hey, this guy's also going to be there too. I don't know if that changes if you want to go or not. Just something to let people know. That would be like common sense for me to do that personally. Like I would do that. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But
well, maybe it's just you. Maybe you're just a more considerate, better person than
I don't know,
everyone
dude.
else out there. I think that's what it is.
I like how you're like, maybe everybody should just learn to be like you because you're so great, dude. I'm sorry everybody else is so fucking stupid and you're so fucking special.
All right.
Has it ever happened to you though?
I just say no when anyone tries to hang out, so I don't even. This is an alien concept to me.
Dude, your parents really did raise you like a cat.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to go anywhere.
Skittish. Yeah. I do kind of feel that way. I mean, comedy is really the only thing I go out to do. I mean, I do it a lot, so even that, like, I feel like drains my social battery.
Yeah, I mean,
that's so where during the weekends, I'm like, I'm not saying like, oh, there's all these girls hitting me. I can't. I'm sorry. It's been a bit long week, but like,
yeah,
I do usually like. Because people want to go to the bar, and we're both sober. I don't know if that's going to come up.
Yeah, but, we can talk about that.
Yeah, but like most people's Friday, Saturday nights are contingent around going to the bar, drinking, all that stuff. So I don't want to do that anyways. So I usually just.
But you don't have a problem going out and stuff, right? Obviously.
No, it's just I never.
You're beyond that.
Because even when I was like doing drugs, it was a very like I wasn't like a. My routine wasn't go to the bar, party hard. I was more of a solitary, like self-medicated type of person. So like that wasn't ever part of it. Was like, oh, I want to go out and do this, but then I drink too much and then I become a problem. It wasn't like in that sort of way. If that makes sense. So,
yeah. That makes sense. I mean, for me, because life's so different for me. I mean, you're single. Like, I don't even know what that shit's like anymore. Because, like, my thing is, like, whenever I'm not doing comedy or, like, you know, the other stuff I do is here. Like, the other work I do, like, creatively is just, like, do all my music shit. Right. So I'm either, like, writing for comedy or going out at, like, open mics or performing comedy and then working on music here and then, like, doing the podcast. So, like, other shit I do is just shit with my family, you know, like the fucking babies and like the wife and stuff. So like going out on the weekend, like if people are like, hey man, you want to go out? I'm like, dude, I don't have time. I don't have time to do that shit. You know? Right. So I get what you're saying. Cause it's like, it's like so consuming, you know, your week is so packed that by the time the weekend comes around, you're kind of like, oh, dude, I don't even want to fucking go out, dude.
Right. Especially if everyone else is going to be drinking. It's like not fun. It's not. I'm not at the stage now. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna drink too. It's just like I hate hanging around these people. They're obnoxious. Yeah,
well, like being sober, I feel like if you're around people that are like quote unquote normal, like that aren't just crazy, I feel like it takes a while for them. Like when you go out with them, it takes a while for them to get like annoying drunk. You know? Like I can be around most of my friends that drink. I can be around them for a long time, if not the whole night, because like they drink normally. Right. Doesn't that blow you away that a lot of people drink normally? Like it blows me away that people will have a couple beers and go home. Sure. Or like a beer and a drink. Like a single mixed drink. Or even if they have like 2 or 3, then they just stop, you know?
That never makes sense to me. Like when I was like waiting tables and someone just be like, oh, I'll have a Bud Light or something. And
yeah.
Like, you know, I'm hoping they get another
12 pack?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I'm like, let me get another one for you. They're like, nah, just one beer.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
What's the point?
Mm-hmm. Have you ever done something when you did like get fucked up in the days when you did drink and do drugs and shit and you like got fucked up with your friends and then did something but you actually succeeded? Like what I mean is my one time that I can think of where like I didn't fail, like I actually did something like really fucking, I don't know how the fuck we did it. And these guys must have been bad, but we got fucked up. We all like shared a fucking fifth of Captain Morgan and just drank the whole thing and got like really fucked up. And then my friend drove us drunk to the fucking basketball court in the neighborhood. And we were just gonna like shoot around drunk as fuck. Like this is during the day. Yeah. And there were these other 3 dudes there and they're like, hey, like you guys want to play 3-on-3? We're like, fuck yeah, we do, motherfucker. We'll fucking play 3-on-3. Dude, we beat them. We won.
Oh, really?
We won. That shows you how fucking horrible those other motherfuckers must have been, dude. We were drunk as fuck, dude.
Damn.
And we beat them, dude. I don't know how the fuck we beat them. I still remember that. And they smelled it. They were like, dude, you guys are drunk, huh? You know what I mean? Like you smell, because we smelled like Captain Morgan, I'm sure, you know? Like, you know, when someone's been drinking, you can smell the booze on them, you know?
Well, maybe you guys had good teamwork because you were.
I guess so, dude.
Yeah, you were in that good phase of drunk.
Which is really funny too, because like those 2 other friends that I was with, all we would do when we would get fucked up is like make fun of each other and argue about shit. Yeah. Those weren't even like my best collaborative friends either.
I don't know.
Those 2 friends, dude, all we would do is that.
Yeah.
Like that dude, and it wasn't even, what really brought that on too, what I remember is one of those 2 friends that I hung out with in high school, like they were like, I had maybe like 3 different like kind of like clusters of friends that I hung out with.
Right.
And that little, like that group, like those 2 guys, they hung out together a lot more than I hung out with them. But the one of them, dude, he was just so stingy. He would always just be like, fucking, you owe me $1 and let's go halves on this and let's go to fucking, you know, like that, like constantly like feels like he's getting the short end of the stick. He's getting ripped off. He's getting the butt end of the deal. And he wasn't really, like, it's not even, he was just like so paranoid about that, dude.
Yeah.
Like we had a thing, like everybody would make fun of him for being super stingy because he was always just like that. Like he was always just like, fucking, it's mine, you take it from me and I need to get my equal share. And it's like, I've never really, like if it's like obvious that I'm getting taken advantage of or I'm getting like treated obviously unfairly, like of course I'm going to say something. Who wouldn't? Yeah. But I've never been really concerned about like, am I getting like absolutely 100% to the T my fair share of whatever the fuck's going on. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like the kind of like where you're like, hey, let's order Chipotle. Actually, let's order Chick-fil-A. No, I said my idea first. You know, that kind of shit.
Damn.
Kind of
I
like,
wouldn't hang out with someone like that.
I don't know, man. Like, so, Andre, the guy that I do the music with, like, he's a producer for like the music project. He, I don't know who he normally. Well, I know who he normally hangs out with, but I don't know who he was hanging out with at the time. Because like when we were working on shit at his place. And we were like, you know, working on music, making songs, and we're like, we're hungry. It's time to eat. Let's order some food so we don't have to stop and go out somewhere. He'll be like, you know, let's get this. Do you want to get this? Sure, I'll get that. You know, okay, cool. What do you want? Like, just whatever, just get that. Do you want any modifications with it? Nah, I'm cool. Dude, you're so laid back about everything. It's like, yeah, it's not a big deal. It's just some food, you know? It's like, who the fuck are you? Who are you hanging out with? That's just like fucking, it's gotta be this and it's gotta be like that.
Okay, I will tell now that you said that, I will admit, like, a fault of mine is, like, I'm not good with group orders, because, like I said, I do have, like, food aversion.
Here we go.
Stuff.
I uncovered the rock. Yeah. Here we go. We're lifting it up.
Well, one thing is that I don't really like pizza, and, like, that's, like, the default, like, we're hanging out, everyone go get a pizza, and, like, and
you're like, I don't like it at all.
Can we get the wings, too, just for me?
See, that's fine, though.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you're okay with that?
Yeah. Because you're going along with it, but you're gonna get an alternative just for you because you don't like pizza, right? But you're not like, fuck that, guys. Let's go to fucking Taco Bell instead, right?
No, I'm not like that. But I guess the ethics of that is like, that in a way that's me compromising and saying I'll still go to this place I don't really like, but I'll get something else.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm a good person.
No, that's fine, dude. That's good. That's good. Hey, and by the way, just so you know, I always tell the last guest since I've been doing all the video shit. If you see me looking at my phone, it's not like I'm like checking Instagram or something. Like I have to operate all this shit myself. So like I have to like do the TV. I have to do everything on my phone. So anytime I'm looking at it, it's just because like the screen shut off, or like I fucking have to do this or whatever. Did you know this is something that came up earlier this week? Dude, my wife actually told me about this, and I was like, she was like, this is a thing, and I was like, no fucking way. So I looked it up, and it is. Did you know that there's this whole big conspiracy about how birds aren't real?
No.
There's this whole fucking thing, bro. There's this whole network.
Oh, okay.
I'll show you. Like,
pull that up, Jamie.
Whole conspiracy. Oh my god, really? That's great. It's fucking weird, dude. Birds. So there's this whole conspiracy. If anybody doesn't know, and I just found this out, that birds aren't real. And here, let me fucking get this going here. I hate this fucking thing because the TV shuts off every time that I just like leave it idle for a second. I really wish it would just stay on.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, it's like this whole thing about how they like I'll show you in a second, but I didn't even know about this. There's so many like conspiracies that you don't even know exist.
Right.
And then you look it up on the internet and you're just like, fuck, this is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go.
It's funny how, I don't know if this is gonna go anywhere.
No, yeah.
I have like friends, like conspiracy theorist people. It's like weird because they're like, oh, don't believe. They're like, oh, the sheep, you know, that believe what the mainstream wants to tell you. The
sheeple,
yeah.
Wake up, sheeple.
But then they'll be like, you got to do your research. And there'll be like one grainy, shittily done YouTube video saying birds aren't real or the Holocaust was fake, and they're like, yeah, I totally believe this. Fuck citing sources or anything.
Yeah, right. All right. So I'll show you this first one here.
They sit on the wires to recharge. Birds look normal until you dig deeper. They sit on the wires to recharge.
So that one, it's talking about how they recharge on the wires. Like they literally, like they sit when the birds perch up on telephone wires. That's them recharging. Like they're actually like drones. This one is a little bit more in like, see what this is.
That just sounds vaguely similar to the SR-71 Blackbird that uses telephoto lenses to take pictures from miles in the air. Obviously, they're using the same technology.
Someone got video evidence of a man trying to kidnap a bird drone, and this is what happened.
What does BIRD even stand for?
I didn't even see what happened.
Obviously,
I thought
it
this was
stands
a
for
joke
bureaucratic
until I started.
intelligence
I like looked at the
reconnaissance
channel and stuff. This is
Did you
real.
know that when an owl
Really?
flies, it is almost completely silent? Any sound is practically indistinguishable. How much stealthier can a government drone be?
Each type of bird drone has a different purpose. Pigeons do city surveillance, vultures are in charge of public sanitation, owls do night surveillance, hummingbirds are attack drones, seagulls do coastal surveillance, hawks are the regional alphas, ravens are stealth attack drones, and parrots are obviously linguistics analysts.
Something that is quite concerning is that we don't
Dude,
yet
I don't know. So that one, from what I can see, that's a serious
That
thing.
was
They're
real?
not spoofing it. They're not trying to be funny. Like, I think that was. But either way, there's this whole thing with people that literally think birds are fucking fake and they're drones, and that's why they recharge on the telephone poles and all this shit.
So birds have only been around for like since 2005, whenever they can do drones.
Yeah. I mean, whatever they think. I don't know. It's so strange, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
it's
don't-
true, but it's strange. No,
I was gonna say, Crux is such an idiot. He thinks birds are real. He's
yeah,
saying
you're
this is
like, dude, I
ridiculous.
thought you were talking about like how you just got into it
Yeah.
and you've been woken up after years of being asleep your whole life. And it's so strange, though. It's like people, it's so funny how anything like flat earth or birds aren't real or any of these conspiracies, they take like things that are common knowledge that really do happen and they're like, it's obviously because of this. Like
Yeah.
they're sitting on the telephone wires. They're obviously recharging, you know what I mean? So what about all the birds? Are they, and that's what I couldn't find because I didn't have a ton of time to look it up and I just like looked at a couple videos, but are they saying, that's what I want to know, like is someone who's like a real bird conspiracy theorist, birds aren't real, are they saying that those birds are real, but there are some that aren't, that are like made to look like regular birds that are actually
Yeah.
drones, or are all the birds actually drones?
It's like, remember Furbies?
Yeah.
Like how some people said those were like spies, like the FBI put chips in them. So like maybe for every like 20 real birds, there's like a fake. Like the FBI knows, you know, like San Juan Capistrano, all the swallows migrate. For every like 20 real ones, the FBI puts in like one surveillance one.
Yeah, that has to be what they're saying. They're saying that
Yeah.
some of them are most of them are real, but then some of them are fake, and that's, they can spot the ones, they claim to be able to spot the ones that are fake.
Right.
Right?
I guess so. I don't know. I think birds are real. I don't know about dolphins though.
That's great.
Yeah.
Why do you think dolphins are real?
I don't. Dolphins are like the one species that like are supposedly like as smart as us. You know.
Killer whales too.
Yeah. But what have they accomplished? You
Well,
ever read a book by a dolphin?
I think that's the thing, is like they can't do things that we they can't do the complex things that we specifically do, so therefore we think that they're not capable of doing things on our level.
Right.
But I think what it is,
Oh,
this
head
isn't
nerve right here. He really loves dolphins.
this isn't God damn it. this isn't my original thought, but like I'm not the first person to say this, but like it's, you know, it's proven that like killer whales, dolphins, they have all these like complex like languages they speak to each other, like with their calls and the sounds they make and stuff. So it's very possible they are doing things like, are they building shit and all that stuff? We haven't ever seen evidence of that,
No.
but it's been proven that they pretty much are communicating on a pretty like elevated level with each other, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it's pretty offensive to me that you would fucking do that, you know?
I'm sorry. I don't know.
Nah, but yeah, no, it's weird, man. Like, just like different theories where it's like, hey, man, this happens, and it's because of this. Have you ever thought about it? You know?
Yeah.
Have you seen the Flat Earth documentary, like the one that came out a couple years ago?
No.
Where they talked about all the flat earthers and all the flat Earth YouTubers and the big like convention that they all went to.
I might have seen something along
Like 2018
those
or
lines.
2019. It was on Netflix, I think.
It was a documentary about like.
It was
people
about the
that-
flat earthers,
Oh, okay.
yeah. It wasn't like a flat earth documentary, it was about the flat earthers. And then at the end, there's like this whole thing where they're like doing the measurement to prove that there's no curve in the earth.
Yeah.
And then like the documentary, it tries to stay pretty middle of the road and really like let all the flat earthers and flat earth YouTubers like make a case.
Right.
You know, but there's like a slight undertone that kind of where you can tell like the filmmaker's kind of like, yeah, but these people are fucking stupid and
Right.
it's bullshit. But it's not outright. It's not an outright tone. But then at the very end of the documentary, there's these dudes at night that are like measuring and talking on like walkie-talkies because they're trying to measure like the curve of the earth. So that one of them's like far away measuring, and the other guy's right next to the camera. And he's like, it's different. Like there's a curve or whatever, some shit like that. And the guy's like, really? And then the credits cut. You know? So it's pretty obvious. They're like, yeah, these people are idiots, but we'll try to make a case for them for 90 minutes.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. I don't know why that flat Earth of all things came back from like 500 years ago.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
And maybe like bloodletting and stuff like that will come back.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
With like leeches.
Yeah.
That was interesting shit, dude. I got something that I was thinking about, and I don't know if you agree. You're the first person that I'm asking this to, but shoot me down already, huh?
I'm just kidding.
Check this out. I wonder, do you think that Whoopi Goldberg kind of sounds like Steve-O? Because I heard a clip of Whoopi Goldberg. You know the whole like fucking Holocaust race thing that she's been under fire with lately.
Yeah.
She fucking, you know, if you don't know, which it's pretty famous news at this point. Like she's went under fire on The View because she like was trying to say like the Holocaust wasn't about race. It was like white people killing other white people and all that stuff. And so like there's been like a huge like fiery debate about that, you know.
Yeah.
But I listened to a clip of that, right? And I was like, God, dude, she kind of sounds like Steve-O to me. So let's see. Let's fucking see.
It's not about race because it's about man's inhumanity.
Hold on.
It's not about race. It's not about race because.
All right, let's find a Steve-O.
AG1, which is what I use.
Very gravelly, yeah.
So, look out for your health, man. Become healthier and fill in the gaps in your diet. It's not about race because
It kind of like there are moments.
They both have like the vocal like fry thing.
Yeah, like yeah, like when you're talking like this, dude. And I noticed that with Whoopi Goldberg. I was like, what the fuck?
Right.
Her and Steve-O kind of sound similar.
I want to see.
Do you? Am I crazy? This was just a thought I had.
I can kind of see it. I don't know. It'd be funny if Whoopi Goldberg was part of Jackass Forever, whatever the movie.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I don't know. I was like, is this just me? I don't know.
I'm like 49% on board with you on that one.
49?
Yeah.
What can I do to get you to 51? Be a majority owner.
I need to see her. What was Steve-O's stunt in Jackass? Where like he inhaled like the ball sweat of the other dude.
Yeah.
I saw her do that in the new movie. Then maybe I would think it was.
Well, that's action though. That's not how she sounds.
Maybe that's why she sounds gravelly.
Because of that?
The ball sweat and got into the larynx.
Is that what makes people sound gravelly?
I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Just trying to go with you. It's not.
No, it was an honest question. Because you're the first person I've asked. Because I heard that and I was like, dude, does she kind of sound like? I'm not sure. Yeah, these are my subjects. These are my topics.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You're looking how the sausage is made here. That behind. No, I don't care.
Maybe I saw them first. I would have.
Do you think this guy? Prepared. Well, no. Fat Mark Norman is this dude. Do you think this guy looks like that? This was another thing that I thought of.
I can make over 6 figures a month with no risk, no money, no credit, no real estate license.
He kind of looks like if he let it all go, bro.
Yeah. He has the same hair texture, kind of.
He's got the same hairstyle, similar facial structure. If Mark Norman just grew facial hair and gained like 100 pounds.
Definitely.
Maybe 40, 50 pounds.
50. Yeah.
Kind of looks like him.
A little bit. I saw the first, when I was in New Orleans, I saw the first open mic that Mark Norman ever went to.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I don't think they had the open mic anymore, but I was like, this was cool to me. And then I said it to my brother, and he's like, I don't know who that is.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Didn't translate.
Wait, so it didn't have it anymore? Like you went to the spot and it wasn't there? Or what do you mean?
I saw, because I read, like, I guess Wikipedia, like, oh, Lucy's whatever surf bar was the first mic he went to, because he grew up in New Orleans.
Yeah.
And I saw it, and I was like, oh, shit.
But they didn't have the mic there anymore.
I'm pretty sure they did not.
Okay.
And that was 2005 or 2006. They probably.
You should have walked in and been like, I'm here for the mic.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's funny though, dude. Yeah, I thought that guy kind of looked like that. But I guess not.
I was 50% on board with that.
Let's pull up Mark Norman. Let's see. Mentally, I was like, oh yeah, that totally looks like him. God damn it.
Mark Norman.
Yeah, maybe not.
I mean, that's not his best angle.
Yeah.
Is he really ripped like that? Is that the right? That's not him, is it?
Yeah, it's got to be him. Yeah, he's working out and shit. It's got to be him.
Good for him.
It's got to be him. Where's one where he's got curlier hair?
Oh, he's chubby right there.
See? Okay. See, I was onto something.
Yeah.
I felt like I was falling off the deep end.
I think his eyes are beadier than the other guys.
Yeah, he's got beady
kind of
fucking eyes. That's true.
Shifty look to him.
That's true.
Might be on the spectrum. I think he is.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think that's related to beady eyes, but
oh my god, dude. But yeah, man. Those are things that crossed my mind. Yeah, the Yelp review thing I had written down is just you try to look something up, and you see the reviews on something to see if it's good.
Yeah,
and there's like when you can't tell, like there's one that's like 5 stars. It's like, man, this place is great. I come here all the time. I'd recommend it to anybody. You got to come here. And then there's the other 1-star review under it that's like, this place is horrible. Never come here.
Yeah,
and it's like, I don't know what to believe, bro. These are two extremes.
Yeah. In that scenario, I don't know. So my experience working in restaurants, there's some people on the inside. I don't want to talk about conspiracy. People on the inside are leaving some positive Yelp reviews, and disgruntled employees are leaving some fictitious false reviews because they got fired. But I think more likely in that scenario,
yeah, that's true.
The
like
5-star person is on the inside, and the 1-star person. I don't like people that write negative reviews for no reason, but I feel like that's more likely to be legitimate. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's my take.
That makes sense. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Obviously, if a place has like 50 5-star reviews or 4-star reviews, you can tell it's a good place.
Yeah.
Like the first apartment that when my wife was my girlfriend, the first apartment that we rented, it became infested with roaches. It was a horrible place, and there was no management there. And like I said, it was like infested. We had to move out. It was like a fucking slum, basically.
Yeah.
And I was like, we really needed an apartment really quickly, and I didn't think about it, so I didn't look up Yelp reviews of the place. I just got it because like we got approved and we moved in,
right.
And I really wanted to like live with her, so I was like excited to do it. So I was like really trying to find a place really quick, and we ended up moving in, ended up being a shithole. And afterwards, I looked at the Yelp reviews, and people were like, "Oh yeah, the roaches, the slum, I hate it."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Fuck, I need to look up everywhere I live from now on. I need to look up the reviews before I move in," you know. And I left one that was just like, I'm just warning everybody, da 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 da.
Right.
And everybody still hits me up on there, like on my Yelp profile, like, hey, that was so helpful. Like,
really?
I was going to think about living here, and then I read your review, and it's so helpful. Because I wrote a long thing just stating what happened. I wasn't like, these guys are pieces of shit.
Yeah.
I was just like, fucking, dude, we had to replace all our furniture. It was infested with roaches. The management is horrible. Everything that people say on here is true. Just being very like, because otherwise, dude, I usually only give 5-star reviews.
Right.
Like,
well, that's different that's like the one. I mean, that makes it.
Yeah, I'm not the guy that's like
important.
fucking. They took 5 extra minutes to bring me my fries. This place sucks.
Like every time, which is pretty frequent, where I go to like McDonald's or IHOP, it's always like 1.5 stars. Like, who has the energy to fucking give a negative review to McDonald's? Because like we all know the staff hates you.
No, it's true.
They hate
what
their job.
Major fucking change, or like the Subway. It's like everybody knows what fucking Subway is, bro. We don't need your 2 cents on how your fucking spicy Italian was.
Yeah.
You know.
And what's the chance that it's also weird that people would leave like 5-star reviews for McDonald's, I guess, though.
Yeah, well, I think the review, it's like, come on, bro. Everybody knows what this is. Everybody knows what a 7-Eleven is. Everybody knows what a Subway and a McDonald's is. You know, there's like, I like when you can tell the kind of like level of neighborhood, like the kind of area it is based on the kind of Yelp reviews at places. Like, I was looking up where a Chipotle was, and like the reviews popped up underneath or whatever, and I happened to see like one of the review, like the text of the reviews, and this was kind of like in a shitty area. And it popped up and it was like, the bitch that works the 12 to 10 spot is a cunt. Like, don't fucking get anything from her. She's got a foul attitude and she always fucks up your order. Fuck her. And it's just like, dude, how do you have the time to write this anyway?
Right. That might have been her ex-boyfriend or something. It seemed a little too passionate.
Okay, let's say it was.
Yeah.
Dude, really? Like, you're going to do that? Like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to write a Yelp review on the shitty job that she doesn't even fucking care about. Like, you know, it's not like it was like a big company or something. It's like, dude, she's just working at Chipotle. It's not like it's like fucking it's probably not her career. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That does remind me when I was the last like restaurant job I had, there was someone that called it. I guess they ordered DoorDash, but they were mad like it was an $8 delivery fee. We were in Rowlett and it was Rockwall, which is not far away, but like it's usually farther than we deliver, I guess. It took like 45 minutes to get there. And he was mad that they charged an $8 delivery fee, which we have no control over. And you saw that when you ordered.
Yeah, so he left a review like...
Yeah. It was some like Italian dude. He had a thick like New York accent. He was like, I wouldn't feed this food to... He wrote the review. He was yelling at me. And then he wrote a review later on Facebook and Yelp. He said they was going to blow us up. Not like literally the restaurant, but like... He was like, I wouldn't...
That's what I thought you meant. I thought you meant like he was going to fucking explode the place. Like he's going to do some C4. What do you mean? Like he was going to like put it on blast?
Like, oh, yeah. Because his idea of blowing it up was to leave some strongly worded...
I'm going to blow
Yelp
you up.
reviews.
I'm going to put a Yelp review.
Yeah. But he's like, oh, I wouldn't feed this to the sewer rats in New York. And like... he's like, oh, because he asked to speak to the manager and she was talking about what a bitch she was and all this stuff, and I was like, really, you're gonna... I know like probably your wife is cheating on you or something, or something's going on, but you're really gonna project this out to some shitty restaurant. Of course we hate you and we hate the customers and we hate our jobs because we can't afford to fucking live on the salary.
Yeah, for sure.
So I never get mad at restaurants because like, first of all, like I have the experience, and then I know, fast food especially. Like, can you imagine these people's fucking lives? They suck that they'll have to work.
It's rough, dude.
There's no possible.
It's hard work. You're underpaid. It's tough. Your hours are fucked.
Literally like half the money that you would need to actually like be able to live in America these days.
Yeah, for sure. It's a lot easier here though. A lot easier here than California.
True. I
100%.
can't imagine. Yeah,
you can actually have a job where you're just kind of whatever. But the Yelp review thing, man, before I forget, another funny thing that idiots do on Yelp is you like, I've looked up reviews. Another thing that I've looked up reviews, especially for restaurants, right? There'll be like a 1-star or 2-star review and they'll be like, I didn't like what they had on TV there.
Yeah,
it's like,
no.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't give a fuck what was on TV, bro. I'm trying to find out, is the food good? Is the service good? Is the location good? Not what they had on TV the day that you were there. You know what I mean?
I've gotten that when I was a server where it's like, they're mad the Stars game, we don't have the cable package. So they're like, okay, well, I'm going to fucking leave you a less than 10% tip and talk about how shitty this place is. It's like, really? That's my control?
Right.
I don't know.
No, for sure, man. Like, and I think well, who knows what the fuck the TV motherfucker was thinking, but
yeah,
I think what people believe is going to happen is they are going to leave it on there. And then I do know some places do this. I know places where the GMs and the managers do read the Yelp reviews and the owners read the Yelp reviews and they respond, and then it'll be like, they'll be proactive about it. But I feel like a way more effective way to do it without just like putting something on Yelp is if you call the place directly, or email the place, talk to a manager and say like, hey, this is what happened. We had this experience. We're not happy. I feel like you're going to get way more out of it if you do that than if you just go on the internet and leave a shitty review.
Yeah.
People
don't like to be direct anymore. They just like to fucking...
I'll tell you what, man, one of the best customer service experiences I've had, like restaurant period, not fast food, but restaurant period, was one night randomly years ago. I'm at a Taco Bell, dude. I was at the Taco Bell in Santa Monica specifically, dude. And dude, the guy fucking gets on there, and he's like, welcome to Taco Bell. My name is, I forgot his name, but he was amazing, dude. And then I was like, hey, what's going on? Do you guys have this anymore? He's like, oh man, I sure wish we did, but unfortunately we don't. What I would suggest in place of that is the this, and this. Those are pretty tasty, and you can always sub it out with this to make it. And I'm like, this guy's amazing. You know what I mean? And I do all my order. I go through it. He helped me out with all of it. I pull up and he's like, what's going on? Like, thanks again for your order. Like, that's going to be, your total's going to be da 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 da. So I give him my card. He looks at my card and he says my name and goes, hey, thank you so much. You know, Mr. Customer, you know, says my name and fucking puts it in and all that shit. And I'm just like, this guy's fucking amazing. I went home. I didn't do it that night because it was late, right? So I went home, ate my Taco Bell, but I saved the receipts because like you can do surveys. Right. I went on fucking TacoBell.com or whatever the fuck, and I gave him like a 10-star, 5-star, whatever the 10 out of 10 review was, because he was just so good. And I called the store the next day, and I told the manager, because I know this stuff does help them. Yeah. Or like this stuff does matter. I called the GM because I knew he'd probably be working like 9 to 5 like during the day. So I called that Taco Bell and I was like, hey man, this dude is phenomenal. Like this guy is great. Like his customer service was superb. And the guy, you know what he said? He's like, yeah, we get a lot of that about him.
Oh, yeah.
It was almost like he was afraid the guy was going to take his job. Oh, it's like, yeah, that motherfucker is pretty good. You know, maybe he's a little overrated. You know, right. He's not that good. These calls are recorded. Yeah, I don't know, but
good for him. Maybe
he was great, dude. Yeah. That guy was way more talented than like working the night drive through a Taco Bell. Right. I hope he's in a better place now.
The start.
Or I hope he's running the place or something. Yeah. That guy was phenomenal, dude. Yeah. That guy was great. And I try to be considerate, and I understand mistakes happen. Like as a customer, like I've talked about this before, but as a customer in places, I try to be as considerate and understanding as possible, especially if it's food service, because I've done that shit. I've bussed tables. I've fucking, done all that shit. I've been I can count on one hand like the times I've been in like an asshole customer, and it was just it was shit going on with me. It wasn't necessarily things going on with the place.
That's usually what it is. I feel like
it's always that. It's always that. Like I've talked about this on here a couple times before, but I feel like the people that are just really picky and really mean, they're just upset with their life. Yeah, you know what I mean.
And you're like the next face they see as like the waiter.
Yeah,
they're just gonna.
Exactly.
There's no consequences for them to be an asshole to you because you have to be nice to them.
Did you hear about the guy who like there was like I think it was like a monk or something, he set himself on fire in Fort Worth?
Really?
Yeah.
I've heard about people doing that before. But.
Yeah, I'll pull it up here. Yeah, he set himself on fire. Yeah, it was like that famous one. Who's the famous protester guy that did that?
I don't know his
name,
what
I'm talking about?
I know the picture.
Yeah, the famous picture where he set himself on fire and all that shit. Yeah, let me fucking find that shit.
Do you think it was like a situation where like he was trying to get a bunch of people to do that, to set themselves on fire, and he was the only one that went through with it? Dude, the other guys were like, yeah, we can like hold up a sign saying we don't like the government or something. That's pretty extreme.
Yeah, I was reading it earlier and I was like, what the fuck, dude? That's crazy.
I'm pretty sure he died.
It's crazy that it happened in Fort Worth. I think I have it. Here it is. So, man set himself on fire, died outside East Fort Worth Buddhist temple, police say.
That sucks if you have this huge protest and only gets to Reddit.
A man died, right? That's where I found it too. I found it on the Fort Worth Reddit. A man died after setting himself on fire Wednesday night, February 9th, 2022, police said. He was found on a sidewalk in front of fenced-in property that is in the grounds of the Chua Hong Dao. I don't fucking know. Whatever the fuck it is, Buddhist temple. There is no known connection between the man and the temple. So fucking weird, bro. Man burned to death outside of these. Please let's see if there's anything new in this paragraph. Police said the preliminary investigation suggested the man, whose age and name were not released, started the fire himself. It's unclear whether it was intentional or an accident. But I feel like it has to be. But how can you accidentally set yourself on fire and die? You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Stay in one place. I feel like, because if I accidentally set myself on fire, you better believe I'm going to be running all over the fucking place trying to put that shit out. If it's an accident,
I think it was, yeah. It was the guy himself.
I mean, I guess if you're like really fucking high, you know what I mean? Like if you're methed out or something, anything can happen. I mean, it's all fair game at that point, right?
I don't know. I think he was trying to make a statement, but he should have hired like a PR team.
It seems like that's what it was.
Because that didn't make ripple effects in America.
I know.
Whatever
it's like he made one fucking Reddit article on the Fort Worth fucking thing. Damn. Oh my God, dude.
Fuck.
It was interesting because immediately I thought about that fucking family.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that guy? Let's fucking find out. Famous
Fire Guy.
Set on Fire Guy. Let's see here. Fucking Rage Against the Machine. That's the cover of their first album.
What? Oh, the guy. Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is it, right? Is that the guy? Brief history of self-immolation, motherfucker. Is this the guy? This is got to be the guy. Yeah, the Vietnamese.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Tich Krang Doc. I don't fucking know, bro. Was this the guy or no? God, we're such morons, bro. I think this is the guy. These are the pictures. We don't care
about his early life. We care about the part where he set himself on fire.
As a child, he liked candy canes and trips to the local park.
Right.
Well, anyway, that fucking guy, dude, the set on fire guy.
Well, what I am kind of curious now to know exactly.
The Burning Monk, 1963. Here we go. Fucking June 1963. Vietnamese. Yeah, that's the guy. Tich Kang Duc. I don't know how you fucking say it. Burned himself to death at a busy intersection in Saigon. Yeah, that was the whole thing. He was attempting to show that to fight all forms of oppression on equal terms, Buddhism too needed to have its martyrs.
Oh, well, that's kind of a dick move. Be like, I'm going to be a martyr.
Yeah, right?
Like a way
hey,
to be
guys,
a martyr.
I got this, okay? Is the camera rolling? You taking those pictures? Okay.
Right.
Cue the gasoline. Here we go.
I mean, I don't know if you were...
In fact, this motherfucker, Chu Bao Tao, whatever the fuck it was, in Fort Worth, he's better because he was just like, you know what? I don't care if it gets put on Reddit. That's fine. I'm going to be low-key about it. I'm going to do the real protest.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm underground, dude. Yeah. I have a small internet following. This guy,
right,
trying to overachieve and shit, getting black and white pictures taken of him.
Yeah.
It's weird, though, dude. That's strange because it seems... Immediately, I think your mind went the same place. I'm like, that sounds a lot like the
that's
other
the
guy.
first thing I thought of.
And it was a Buddhist thing too, because it was outside of the temple.
Yeah, but if he's maybe he thinks. Does that mean he comes back? Like he
as something else?
Yeah,
like better.
Like
wait, what happens in Buddhist philosophy? Like, okay, because I know like the whole thing is there's karma, and you know you live different lives. So what if you live a really good life as a human? What do you elevate to? What's above? Is human the best, or is it not? Is it in the middle? It's got to be better than like a roach or something.
Right. The best is a dolphin, apparently.
Then you come back as a dolphin. Yeah. But what if you're a dolphin that gets put in like SeaWorld and shit? Then you're fucked. That's not good.
I don't think I thought about SeaWorld when they were...
when they made these rules, they don't revise them. The karma rules.
Right.
They were made thousands of years ago. That's it. They don't ever review them. There's no review board. How does that shit happen? That's weird.
True. They still have the Bible too. Like...
Dude, you know what else I was thinking about? You know, okay, so you know how like they do like pool halls, like they have pool halls obviously, and they got bowling alleys.
Yeah.
So why isn't there like a foosball hall? Because I feel like, or like a ping pong hall. There aren't really those.
Yeah.
Like there'll be rec centers and they'll have like a foosball table or a ping pong table, but they don't have like dedicated halls. But conversely, if it's a really nice fucking rec center, they might have a bowling alley with a lane or two.
Right.
But they certainly, tons of them have pool tables.
Yeah.
But then, so you can have pool table as a side thing, but you can also have a hall where it's all dedicated to playing pool. And then you have bowling alleys that are completely dedicated mainly to playing to bowling. But you don't have that with foosball or ping pong.
Yeah. Do people like foosball that much?
I don't know. I think maybe not. I think that's the problem. I think that's what it is. And the reason why I was thinking about it is because I was like thinking about a bit where like, because you know how like the guy shows up to play pool and he's got his own cue. Yeah. And he screws it together and shit and takes it out of its case like an asshole. And then you got the fucking guy who like has his own ball.
Right.
Like takes it out of his little bag and shit.
Yeah.
You know? And then even with ping pong, I'm sure like super serious players have their own paddles and shit. Yeah. Right? So like if you had a foosball hall, like the guy who brings his own guys.
I was thinking you were going that.
Yeah, like brings his own little fucking guys. Like, excuse me, I got this. Let me screw these on. I was thinking about doing something with that.
Yeah.
Like the guy that brings his own little men. Again, these a little bit below my brow. Okay, let me go ahead and put my own guys. It'll be a few minutes because you got to have like so many of them.
Yeah.
And would you just do your half or your handles, or I guess because you shared. It's every other handle, right?
Yeah.
Right? So you'd have to do it like every other if you were the asshole that was bringing your own guys.
Right.
You know?
That you're reminding me, when I went to rehab Because we had like a rec center, or like it was a nice one of those like nice ones out in the hill country.
Okay.
No
big deal. No big deal.
No, that wasn't the part I was saying. By the way, my parents.
That'd be funny if that was all you were. That'd be funny if that was all you're getting at. By the way, I went to rehab. It was really nice. It was in the hill country. Many people can't get in there. Hey, that was it. No, so you went there.
Someone brought their own pool. Someone brought their own pool stick to
rehab.
Yeah, like to hustle us, I guess.
Did he?
Yeah, I think.
But no one has money in there. You can't bring it in. No one has anything, right? How could he have hustled you? Was it prison style where like cookies and snacks or currency and shit?
Obviously.
The stick, the cue.
You don't hear a lot of gay rehab stuff, do you? I'm thinking about that
gay
now.
rehab stuff?
How long does it take before people? Because it's only like 30, 45 days.
Bro, the only time I hear an excessive amount of gay stuff in a row is in your act. That's the only time. Like I don't get any gay stuff exposed in my life at all until I fucking hear your jokes. I'm like, Jesus Christ, this guy.
Like how many? Somehow, I guess
you know how much more gay there is. I got pages and pages of gay.
Well, I'll be like, oh shit, I have something. I'm like, wait, that's also the punchline revolves around gay sex. I think I'm good with that, but I can't stop. I can't stop.
It's like super bad. I couldn't stop drawing dicks. I just had all these dick drawings.
I don't know. Maybe I'm onto something though. No one else is doing as many gay jokes. Even the gay people are.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who's gay?
Who's gay?
Like in our scene, who are the gay comedians? I'm legitimately trying to think of who's gay, like openly gay. Is there an openly gay?
Hakeem Yusuf.
He's gonna laugh at that. He's not gay. He's not gay. I don't fucking know. I can't think of anybody.
But
there are some lesbians. There's some lesbians, bro. Yeah, I don't know.
They're bi. Now I don't want to start we don't want
to out people and shit. But like I can't think of a gay comedian like off the top of my head. I might just be, if I miss somebody, sorry, I just can't think of anybody. Right. But anyway,
well, they were looking, Addison Improv was looking for a gay comedian for like, they needed one to like host, I guess.
And they hit you up?
No, Diego tagged me, but then apparently what they ended up doing was they just needed a woman or a gay person or a person of color, I guess. Some sort of, I don't know. But they ended up just hiring a straight woman.
And by the way, if you're listening to this and you're like, are they making fun of gay? And it's like, no, motherfuckers, listen. If you listen to Kyle's act, if you listen to his fucking jokes, you'll understand exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah.
He fucking plays on the border of like gay and like people think I'm gay and all this shit. So that's what we're talking about. Fuck off.
Right.
Yeah. So...
Yeah, just because you guys are going to hell for your lifestyle doesn't mean you're mad at us.
Don't put it on me. I'm not the one going to hell. It's like fucking Putty in Seinfeld. It's fine. I'm not the one going to hell.
No, my brother's gay. No, I'm just listing gay people.
Oh yeah, your brother is gay, right? And you have a twin brother. For those that don't know, you have an identical twin brother who is gay.
Yes.
That you have a joke about sharing cum with, or what is it?
guys.
Sorry, I don't want to out your bits.
Yeah, I know.
My bad.
You know, people
I'm exposing your exclusive underground material.
People listening to this might not really be on the same intellectual level as of, talking about me and my brother's cum, but if you read the subtext, we're really talking about Japanese. I lost my fucking train of thought.
Yeah, you hit a dead end, bro. We were driving down the freeway and you're like, let's go on the side street, and we fucking hit a dead end.
I really don't remember what I was saying, but I had something else. But then I saw you looking at me, and then I really started to panic.
Yeah,
because it was it was kind of on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah, internal panic, internal meltdown going on.
And then I said Japanese, which that was not
I fucked you up.
Where it was supposed to go.
I fucked you up.
Yeah,
dude. You know what happened to me?
Yes.
I know you're still trying to remember it, but try to remember it. In the meantime, I'm going to tell you what happened to me. I drove by. I swear to God, dude. I drove by a cemetery today, right? That had a sign and a bunch of like decorations because it's Valentine's Day weekend. Valentine's Day is on Monday. It had they had a bunch of hearts and floral decorations and stuff like at the front of the cemetery. You could tell they were trying to do a big presentation. Mm-hmm. And it said Valentine's Day special.
Oh yeah.
At this fucking cemetery, bro.
Dang.
Like, what kind of special are you running? It's like, you know what? I was thinking about offing myself, but to give my family less of a financial burden, I think I'll go ahead and knock it out this weekend.
Nice.
Hey, you know what? We should pull the plug on Grandma now. We'll save about 20%. I did, and I was like, dude, that works so well because I got this fucking cemetery bit that I'm trying to work out.
Yeah.
So that was like perfect, bro. I immediately, like, I fucking risked crashing my car in traffic, like fucking texting my notes on my iPhone to write that down so I could tie it into my bit. And then I crashed.
Oh, no.
Nah.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny? I was talking about this with a couple people. Isn't that like such a common transition for comedians? No, not even that, but just specifically, right? I've caught myself doing. I try not to do it for the life of me because I'm like, dude, so many people fucking do that, and I've caught myself still doing it. And I think in my head when I do it on stage, I'm like, God damn it, I fucking did it. You know,
I think the one thing
it's hard not to though.
Well, you had to have some sort of like speech pattern that doesn't make you sound like a complete robot.
True, but I was like, everyone does that one, so I don't want to do that one kind of thing. You know what I mean? I think weird things that a lot of people don't even notice, though. I'm pretty deep and I'm pretty unique. So I'm also very humble. No, but I try to I notice tiny little things. You know?
Yeah, that's.
I don't know if have you ever thought about that? Have you ever noticed that?
You ever noticed?
You ever noticed? You ever noticed?
Okay, I just did it. The thing that I've
but we're having a conversation, so it doesn't count.
The thing I realized is like to stop starting everything with a question. Maybe I do it like subconsciously still, but I think that's what, for some reason, you think of comedy as every introduction to a joke is like, have you heard about this? Or like, this ever happened to you? Or like, where are my pot smokers at? You know, shit like that.
Yeah.
Where it's like, it's hard, but those just invite like people to actually talk in the crowd, which is what you don't really want.
True. True.
I don't know where to go from here.
That's fucking great, bro. But yeah, man, we kind of covered everything that I wanted to cover, man. What do you got going on? What shows you got coming up?
Friday, well, 2 Fridays from now, the 25th, I have the stand-up showdown in McKinney Comedy Arena.
This month, February 25th.
February 25th.
Oh, you're going back there again?
Yeah, I'm going back to reclaim the throne. I won the competition.
Yeah, you won last time. That was in what, like
October, I think.
October.
March 3rd, I'm back at the Addison Improv.
Fuck yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah,
I'll be there supporting.
Time.
March 3rd, Addison Improv, bitches. Get tickets.
It's gonna.
Who's it and friends?
Flo Hernandez.
Flo Hernandez and friends. Kyle Roberts is gonna be there.
Yeah,
it's gonna be cool. Addison Improv.
Prepare to come
to the show.
My big philosophy is just to make the audience.
And then I got March 19th Classified Comedy Show back at LG Taps on Greenville in Dallas. Yeah. It was a Dallas Comedy Club last time. It's good. The weather's going to be hopefully starting to get nicer by then. So he wanted to do it back at LG Taps. So that's going to be March 19th. I'm going to be performing there. If you want to see Crux Sucks over there.
Sucks.
If you want to see me over there outside.
Let me hear you say Crux Sucks.
Crux Sucks. He's a bitch. Yeah, so I got that going on. There might be some other stuff. I got another one that's at the end of February, end of this month, that I might be on. I'm actually waiting to hear about it. So if that develops in another episode, I'll let you know. But I'm not going to say it right now because I want it to be for sure. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, other than that, man, once again, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok at Crux Crawford. Shoot me an email, cruxcrawford@gmail.com. Let me know if you have some fucked up or some weird or some funny clips for me to riff on and review here on the podcast. Or if you just want to drop me a line and let me know what's going on, check out the YouTube. We got all the fucking videos going on up there. There's a shitload of people that listen to this podcast, but I'm just now starting to get the YouTube shit going, folks. So check it out because it's fucking awesome. I got multicam. I got the big boy shit. This is not fucking basement, fucking back of the book, fucking low budget video going on. This is some cool shit, man.
Yeah.
I edited it. It's really cool. If you haven't checked out the video, go check it out. You know, I want listeners too. So just double dip. I want the best of both worlds. I want you to listen to it. I want you to watch it. I want you to just give me everything you can. You know what I mean? Go there, check it out. But yeah, seriously, just do what you can. But if you want to watch, go for it. Everybody who has watched so far, I appreciate it. But yeah, and then where can people find you? What's your Instagram and all that shit? Cumface2000. What is it?
Cumface2000. That's the Finsta. But my real one is at Kai Roberts. KYKY, not Kaiki. That's what Brett said. I can say that because he's Jewish. KYKY Roberts.
KYKY Roberts. Okay, cool. Yeah, well, check out those updates, man. Check out those shows for both of us. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in for another episode of Crux. Yeah. I love every single one of you. We'll see you next time. Crux. Yeah, motherfuckers.
Crux, yeah.
Let me hear you say Crux, yeah. Crux, yeah. Let me hear you